is going on YouTube? If you're new to the channel, you are following my journey as a home dealer. Now, if you've watched for the last couple of months, you'll know that I made £800 in January, £975 in February, and I've already made £1,500 in March, and we're 2 weeks in. So this week, it's now Sunday for me, but you're watching my week that's just gone, and it was the best week we've had. We managed to buy one, we managed to sell two, we managed to get a part exchange, which is probably being sold this evening. Someone's coming to see it. So things are going very, very well this week. We did some paintwork on a car. We did a couple of details for the dealership. But all in all, things went to plan, which is nice. So if you're interested in following my journey, like, subscribe. And if you're already been invested in the series, I'll see you in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the video because it was my favorite week in the last 3 months. Monday morning, we're up, we're working. So we need to achieve what we didn't achieve last week, and we need to double it. We need to sell 2 cars this week. Now we do have bookings, so there is a chance that we can do this. We've got tomorrow morning, a young girl's coming to see the Corsa. That is all ready to go. It's had the new subframe. It's got an advisory 3 MOT. I've put some miles on the car, and I'm happy to let that one go. I think it's ready. It's good. The Fiat, that one is booked in for Thursday, and she's got a part exchange, a little Fiat Panda, 90,000 miles, 2007. But it has had a cam belt, a clutch. It's all up together, she said. So we could pay 300 quid for that, sell it for £1,000. Easy little flip, is it? We'll see. And I've got the best deal this year so far. I've just paid £1,200 for a car that I think that I'm going to advertise for £3,500. It's already MOT'd. It's got full service history. Up until 2022, it was main dealer. It's had a cam belt done. It's done 66,000 miles. So that car, if I sell it this month, can give me an over £2,000 margin. And that is the sort of dreams. I'm panicking because I'm so excited. So I'm going to show you what I've just bought for £1,200. Tell me in the comments if you think I'm making £2,000 on this, because I think I am. Is a Fiat Panda, and I bet you guys are like, why is he so gassed about a Fiat Panda? But it's not about the cars anymore. It's not about showing off. It's not about being flash. It's about what is gonna give us a good margin. Now this car still has some money to be spent on it, don't get me wrong, but not a lot. We're gonna paint the cap ourselves, the fuel cap. We're gonna do the touch up ourselves. We're gonna give it a hell of a deep clean, and that's it. Everything else is done. The MOT is good, the service history is good. It just needs a clean. I've just drove it back. It was about half an hour, 40-minute drive, and it drives amazing. So it just needs the love that we can give it right now. So let's start that. Let's get this washed, and let's see if we can add some value straight out the door. Because at the minute, I don't think people are going to think that's a well looked after little Panda. Let's get the tools out. Interrupt quickly because that clip is the example of why you need to use a pre-wash. No pre-wash, still dirty. Pre-wash, not bad at all. So make your life easier, buy some pre-wash.
Thank Where you look, where you touch, where you feel, yeah. Where you look, where you touch, where you feel, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you?
Just took that to the face. So when they're this bad, you have to jet wash everywhere, and I mean there's still bits just coming out of absolutely everywhere. So yes, we have got water inside, yes we have sprayed the jet wash inside, but we're going to be wet vaxing all of the interior out anyway, so it will get wet. And the only way to get these looking decent without spending hours with a little brush and trying to like detail it, just to blast it off. That's now nice. So we just got this last one, and then we're on to snow foaming. Now I'm going to snow foam it with some citrus pre-wash in there again, let that just melt down, jet wash it off, then I'll put the shampoo and scrub it, because there's just so much grit and bits coming out of this that I just don't want to cause myself any more scratches that I've got to polish out. We are a couple of hours in, and it's safe to say it is now looking a hell of a lot better than what I bought. So it's obviously still not clean, but we've got a majority of the mold, the door shuts, the boot edges. You see there's still more coming out. This is so bad. So I'm going to go around again with the citrus pre-wash, and this time I'm going to load it up in the snow foam and just kind of let it dwell and then let it come off. But we're definitely on the right track to getting it clean and white and more presentable. So it's now starting to look like a car, so it's had a wash. Now we're gonna go for a clay bar. I'm still poor, so I don't have a clay mitt yet. There are some things that I still want to buy, but we just need to sell a few cars to get some money stacked up so I can justify buying more equipment. I said this month I'm not spending anything on equipment. I'm just cracking on and trying to make the minimum £1,000 each for me and my other half. That's the only target. So let's get this clay barred so this clay looks like after we go over it. Here's a quick flip. I could stick that up for 2.2 and literally make some money straight out the door. But what I want to do is try and get as close to 3.5 for this as we can, and to do that we need to cut the headlights. We're going to need to polish the car to make it even glossy. Like it's super smooth now, but we've got to just gloss it up even more. Do something about this mirror cap because that is not making it look. We're going to paint this, we'll do that right now, and then we need to go and get some touch-up paint for down there and for this cap, because now it's all cleaned up it looks even worse. So I'm going to try and get this off, can't be too hard, and paint it. Some polishing to be done here, hopefully we can clean that up a bit. And other than that, it's very, very straight. Oh, let's deal with this wiper blade situation first, because that's something we can get done quickly, and then we'll jump onto the polishing and get that done, I want to try and get this up for sale today. A lot of work. Let's carry on. That is done. I didn't put any polishing in purely because we did the Fiat 500 last week. We did the Nissan Note last week, so I don't want it too much same. This week we're focusing on selling, and obviously this was a little bit of a restoration. That now is absolutely incredible. I'll put some before and afters so you can see. That came up, I polished it, and then I put some plastic dressing on it. That's why that looks so glossy now. I polished the glass as well, purely because there was so much on this car that polishing the glass, I think, obviously look at the reflection on it, was worth it. So yeah, I'll do some before and afters, and then I'll see you in the morning where we go and get some paint for this. I've got viewing in the morning first, then we'll go and get some paint, and we'll get there. Bit sorted, we'll get a photo shoot done, get this up for sale. I'm gonna put it for sale right now on Facebook. I've just took some pictures, they look a bit like, so yeah, get it up, and then I need to do the interior, but I'm just gonna do that because it's super clean. She was 80 years old, so the interior is fine, other than a bit of wet vacuum. It's really not in bad condition at all, so it would be a waste of my time to film it. So I'll see you in the morning. I'm rambling. Bye. It's Tuesday, I've been to Halfords, I've got the paint. So, first job's got this cover off, and we'll take that around the back and deal with that. Someone's having an absolute mare up there. Get some touch up and we'll get that bit. So we're gonna get all the little touch ups done. I've got some tyre gel so we can get the wheels done, and then I'm not gonna be able to do pictures and videos because it's already 1 o'clock or 1:30 and the park will get busy. But this car will be fully done. Probably do the interior pictures here and then just the exterior and the video down the park tomorrow. But I'm chatting, so I'm going to clean up dust in here now, because if we've got it off we might as well clean it, and then we're going to go around the back and start sanding and painting this. These are the little jobs that we need to try and get looking good. If all else fails, there is one for sale for 36 quid. So if we can't get it looking decent, another 36 quid and £10 on paint. So this is what we're working with. So I'm just going to sand it back using the sanding discs and then paint it. So let's get to work. I'm no professional, but I enjoy these little bits of tinkering. This is definitely a bit of me. So let's do it. Let's just jump in. The reason I'm doing this instead of just buying one for 36 quid is because I want to get better, and this is how you learn. Yes, I'm on a bin in the garden, but let's see what we can get this finish like. So it's all sanded, it's all taped up, it's a bit crude, but it'll do. Let's send it. So that didn't go to plan. Something shot out of it, making it go all bitty. So 800 grit, I'm going to flat it off and start again.
Oh,
That wasn't going exactly to plan, so I stopped. I went and picked up a Mercedes A-Class to detail for the dealership, and then came back, and now I've just sanded it back. So it is now sanded flat with 800. I wish I would have just bought the one off eBay for 36 quid, because the amount of work I'm putting in sanding and trying to get it smooth and flat, it would have just been easier to buy it. But I'm learning, that's all I can say. So that went a lot better than the primer. For some reason the primer just wanted to run, whereas the paint doesn't. It seems to, let me see if I can get it in the light. The paint seems to just want to stick. So I think my next thing is I'm going to put some clear coat. But from what we had to that, in total probably about 45 minutes of sanding and prep and painting. Obviously I had to stop because the primer was running and it just upset me, and I stopped, came back, sanded all the runs out, and now we're left with something that's not bad. Anybody that's a painter, you're going to say it's awful, but for £10, so I'm going to get some clear coat and ruin it. That's the bit that I ruin it every time, because right now I like this. Right, clear coat.
Where you look, where you touch, where you feel, yeah. Where you look, where you touch.
With that, it's 2 coats, and I think I'm going to leave it there because the results are definitely where I wanted them to be. Definitely learned, inside's all done. Buzzing. Get this back on the car tomorrow, and that's done. Pictures, videos. I'm going to crack on and get this Mercedes done back to the dealership, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. As always in the car trade, things did not go to plan. Whoever owned that Mercedes, she was definitely some form of OnlyFans model or something like that. There was so much fake tan and foundation everywhere. It was disgusting. So it's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The cap back on. It is a little bit white, but here's the one from the Mercedes that I've just done. That was also a little bit too white. Some tyre gel on, and then tomorrow we will this one because it's starting to rain. It's 3 o'clock, so I can't go to the park because there'll be kids there and all the parents parking to pick their kids up, and I need the Fiat ready. That does have a viewing. I'm getting frustrated with viewings this week. Supposed to have one on the Fiat 500, nobody came. Supposed to have one on the Corsa, nobody came. So let's hope she turns up tomorrow. Right, I'll see you tomorrow and we'll get everything done and let you know how we get on with that viewing. So Thursday morning, I've been to the park already. I forgot to film when I was down there. So many things going on. So this is the pictures of the Fiat 500. I think they came out awesome. So that's now for sale on Facebook, and later I'll put it on Auto Trader. I always try and put it on Facebook for a couple of days first, and because it's free, and then Auto Trader because it's like 60 quid per advert until it's sold. So that is the plan with that. I've lowered the price of the Corsa to 3,895, another 100 off that one, and the Seat has a viewing this afternoon at 3 o'clock. So I'm just going to crack on and do some dealer work because I sold maybe a year and a half, 2 years, and they've just brought it back. So get that prepped up for them and get that back, and then later we've got the viewing. Hopefully we get that sold. She's got a Part X, a little Fiat Panda. It will be a Part X flip to clear. So in the advert, it will just be on Facebook. It will be taken in Part X. It is what it is. I will detail it and clean it. Hopefully, I'm going to be paying like 300 quid for it. So first Part X, which is quite exciting. So yeah, you're up to date. I'm going to just do some dealer work because it's really not exciting. It's already been cleaned by me a year ago, so it can't be too bad. And yeah, that's where we're at. So, bizzle. We've done it. 1 on the board. We've got 3 more to go, and I think we've got some decent cars to do it. The Fiat 500, 29,000 miles. The Corsa is now 85,000 miles, but it's 3 grand. Nice condition. The Panda at 3 grand is now fully up for sale. That is definitely going to fly out. And then this is this little Panda. It's got alloys, it's got central locking. I'm not going to retail it, but I am going to sell it. I'm going to literally stick it up. I'm going to wet vax it all, clean it, make it all nice, because that's just how we roll. So we'll clean it all up. But it's got aircon, works, the alloys. It's not in bad condition, other than, like, it's very, very straight. Other than the front bumper, the paint has well and truly left the chat. But other than that, we'll tidy up these. We're not going to do anything about the front bumper. We'll paint these, we'll clean it all up, polish it up, wet vax the seats. It's on 90,000 miles, 07 plate, MOT till October. Probably just going to whack it out for somebody that needs it. It's had a clutch, it's had a cam belt, it's full service history. So I'm probably just going to whack it out like £700-800 on Facebook Marketplace, Part X, sold as seen, any inspection welcome, no warranty, because it's done obviously 90-odd thousand miles and needs some bumper painting. There's a few on there for about £1,000, but one car pays all of our expenses, then 2 cars pays my salary, and then 3 cars, and so on. So with dealer work plus this one, if we do a couple more dealer works, I mean, now we're £200 in profit. So even if I just sell that and make 300-400 quid and do another 3 or 4 dealer work, I'll be able to pay myself the £1,000 that I'm after. Why do I look so red? Right, I'm gonna get this Fiat 500 done so I can get paid for that one. But it's a good day, and tomorrow we'll start on that little Panda. See you in the morning. I'm feeling so pumped. The sun is out and things are, for this month, looking really, really rosy. So I listed the Panda on Auto Trader last night and already got a deposit on it. So the Seat's gone, the Panda's got a deposit, but the Fiat 500 won't start. So a few little jobs that I need to sort out before I can start this one, and this one is playing because I don't need to do anything with this to make it worth 700-800 quid. I just need to list it. So the seat on this needs to be wet vax. This is a bit of a weird one. It dried with that mark, which is not good enough. So I'm going to wet vax the interior of that one first anyway. So I'm going to jump start the Fiat 500, get that one running. Then I'm going to wet vax the Panda. Then I'm going to wet vax the interior on that one and wash it and play. Basically we're playing with the little Jeep one. That's the fun of this. So let's get this fired up, get that wet vax, and then we'll start playing. But we're gassed. This one a little bit different. Now the wheels definitely are absolutely caked, and the brakes on this thing are lipped and they're not the best, but we're not too worried about the outside of a £700-800 car. But if you were going to be buying it, you're not going to want to sit inside with it like this. So just buy, I mean, that's nasty. Just by wet vaxing this all out, we're going to make it a nicer place to sit and be. So I'm just going to start by just soaking the whole interior. I've got one of these Carpet Fresh sprays, and I've just emptied the wet vax so we can see what comes out of this. So first goal, soak everything, suck everything, didn't sound right, and see where we end up from there. Let's get to work. So I am enjoying this. This is the sort of like, this Panda, boring. You just clean it, polish it up, that's business. This is what I like, messing. This is, I'm not gonna make barely any money on this. It's not for money, this is just for fun. And this is why I like messing with cars. And it's quite therapeutic. Today is a chill day. Already they are looking night and day different. I'm gonna get some G101 out in a minute. I don't like to use too strong a cleaning chemical. Obviously I'm using the carpet upholstery cleaner. There's a few bits that are still going to need to do on these edges. I want to get some G101 on that, but you'd get in this now without being absolutely disgusted. So now we're moving on to the main event. This is going to be so satisfying. Let's go. The seats now look good, and I've realised a bit of a downside to that. All the bottoms of the doors and in the door edges are caked. I'm going to jet wash those, including this seal. This seal. What do we think is going to happen to my lovely blue interior? There's still obviously more to do, so there is. It's not the end of the world. Did he even do that bit? Or did it dry? Who knows? But it's safe to say you would sit in this car now. You wouldn't be disgusted. But this is a bit of a nightmare here where it's rusted. Normally we just spray those black, but normally the rear of the chairs is black. That took way longer than I wanted it to, but we're gonna have to end this video here because the guy's on his way over for the Panda. And this weekend we've got Super Saturday, so we've got 3 games of rugby tomorrow, qualifying in Australia for the F1, and then Sunday the actual race, and then I'm going out for a family thing Sunday afternoon. So this should go over the weekend. Here we go. I think that now looks awesome. Apart from the front bumper, it's got some wax on it. We've tidied up the arms. The wheels were an absolute nightmare. So there's still a little bit of brake dust on there, but overall 800 quid. Cam belt done, clutch done. It's got the central locking, it's got the aircon that works, it's got the alloys. These rear tyres are new, the front ones are. The exhaust also looks very new on these because they rust like crazy. So overall, I think it is where it's going to be. I'm going to run the Hoover around and do a little bit more wet vaxing. And I also need to do these doors. Obviously the wet vax wouldn't get in there. But no warning lights. 93,000 miles. It's got the climate control as well, which is mad for one of these. So yeah, that's done. Take some pictures now. And I need to go and buy some cars. So this evening I'm going to set the Dealermetrics app, see if I can find something on there. So next week we've got to get active because that's going. And we're going to have 1, 2 and a shit box. So we're definitely going to need some cars. What a good week. And I'll see you guys next week at 6:30.
look, the way you touch, the way you feel, yeah. The way you look, the way you touch, the way you feel, yeah. Yeah, yeah.